Today we're going to look at an example where we need to pull data from two different company files. The way small manufacturing uses the Advantage database dictionary, we can actually pull data across two different sets of data or two different company files. And just to point out where this information is referenced, it comes from Advantage. In the Advantage help file, usually you can find that Advantage help file once you're in the Data Architect. And under the topic of Advantage SQL and the SQL functionality, there's the using tables from multiple data dictionaries. So there's some written explanation from Advantage on this topic. So what we're going to do is look at the example in the Data Architect where we have two different sets of data. You can see in this example I've got many sets of data. We have a development set of data, and it's the typical from the small manufacturing or small mfg.add file. And in our previous video we went over how to set up a data connection. And then we also have another connection here we're going to be utilizing, pulling from this company 16 data. And so the request was, can we pull some data from one table to another? So the big secret in this is underneath the SQL menu. And under the SQL menu there's a function called Link Manager. And so in this case we needed to set up an alias for the connection so that we could utilize the data from the other end. And so at this point I'm going to show you, we're going to delete this one here, we're going to drop the link, and we're going to create a new link. But wait, wrong order. First we got to do is browse to the data dictionary and pop to the directory that we were looking at for the 16. And I already have it open. It's giving me this error message, so we're going to come back over here. Let's cancel, and we're going to close this, and we're going to actually, you could do it while it's open. You just have to type it in. You have to type the path in from scratch or copy and paste it. Sometimes I like to do that. I just copy and paste it from a directory path. So you can come over here to Windows and grab the directory. If you click up on Windows 7, it'll change it to actual more of the old-fashioned structure. So we can copy this over and we can paste this in, or we could browse as the other way into that company 16 and grab the small mfg add file, and we have to give it a name. We're just going to call it test, or create link. And at this point it's going to ask for our username and password. We need to validate that we're a viable user of that database as well. So I'm going to log in, and I'm going to then close. And so we've now made a valid connection or alias between this. So we're going to close that. And so now we can go from our other data set over here, the dev001. We can actually have a SQL function that will pull it from the test. Notice how we have the alias within double quotations and then a dot and then the table name, so as far as the structure. So in this example, since both of our company sets are at the same database level or the same version, I can do an insert into the item table from the item table in the other database connection and just grab a single item number, so as to actually grab a single record from the test.item and pull it into the dev001 table. And so with this structure of basically select all the fields from test.item, and I'm just saying I just want one record. In this case we could add a number of to the where clauses in the SQLs to bring more over. we don't need to specify the fields because the mapping or the structure of the two tables are exactly the same. And we can run it, and in this case we have affected one row, and so now we can go into this new structure, into the item table, grab that item table, go to the very last end of the table, and there it is. We grabbed this set of data, this 22207 record from a totally separate data dictionary file and a separate item table, and pulled it into this main table. So it's not a lot of uses for this, but there's some things that we can use this within small, especially when we're implementing the software or setting things up. Hope you enjoyed our little demonstration, and we'll try to get more of these out there for you.